I'm Sonny Rollins. I'm a saxophonist. Somewhat of a composer. And I've been performing and recording since 1948. I worked with great musicians like the modern jazz quartet, Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, and Art Blakey, Coleman Hawkins. Okay, well, New York is about people living next to each other. And if you play an instrument, a musical instrument, you're going to have to be open to the fact that your neighbors might have to go to work while you want to practice your instrument. This has always been a big problem. Anyway, so I was living down on Grand Street, in the Lower East Side, by the way, and the same situation was obtained. You know, people in the apartment above me. I had a problem because, like I said, I'm a very sensitive person. I don't like to bother anybody. I don't like to cause any sort of discomfort. And of course, that was basically the problem. So I happened to be walking in the neighborhood of Delancey Street. Anyway, I was sort of walking towards the bridge that goes over to Brooklyn. I saw the steps leading up the bridge, and I thought, you know, I hadn't ever thought about that. I just walked over and walked up the steps. And there in front of me was the expanse of the bridge. Nobody was up there in the middle of the day, so I said, okay, and walked across the bridge. I walked across the bridge, nobody walking in either direction. There were trains coming across the bridge, automobile traffic, and below was the river, and there were boats coming up and down the river. And it occurred to me, this would be a perfect place for me to come and blow my horn. I could blow as loud as I want, as long as I want. And practice in perfect peace, knowing that it wasn't bothering anybody. So, you know, I'd taken a sabbatical, basically, at that time. And so I'd go up there day and night. Nobody would bother you. New York is a very sophisticated place. You could be playing your horn and people come walking by and they don't even give a hoot. They don't even stop or notice. Up there, and it was just a perfectly private place. And I stayed up there on that bridge until being discovered by a jazz writer who happened to be living in Brooklyn and was walking across the bridge. He knew that I was on sabbatical and disappeared from the music scene. This was my intent until then. So he wrote a story, and the news got out, oh, Sonny's on the bridge. And it turned out to be a very romantic story. Which, you know, indeed it is. This lone musician on the bridge, New York skyline. Sometimes I blow my horn down to the boats below. go back to work. But I had a really high point in my life. I mean, I'm just eternally grateful for my whole career. I'm grateful that I'm paid to do what I love, to play my saxophone. I'm grateful that I'm able to make a living playing and make some art. And by the way, I had a nook in that bridge where I couldn't be seen by the trains or cars. So if they heard me, they couldn't see me. It was just a perfectly private spot. And that's my bridge story.